Hey Renee, this is Steven. I spoke to you early Friday. In this video, I'm going to show you 3 things you can do today to bring in more high quality fence installation and repair jobs to your business. Now, I know you're probably sitting there thinking, why would some marketing guy be doing this for free? What's the catch, right? Well, here's the deal. Most fencing guys are out there way too busy doing jobs to really understand how the internet works. And honestly, you've probably been through your fair share of marketing experts who really don't understand anything about your industry. So, what I found is that by giving fencing guys a free blueprint like this of actual things they can take and implement, some of them end up saying, you know what, I like this guy, Steven. I'm just going to let him handle this technical stuff for me so I can just focus on what I do best. So by the end of this video, if you can see that I have the technical know-how to get you all some more high quality jobs, then shoot me a message back and we can chat. Or you guys can take this free blueprint and tackle it yourself. That's fine with me. But now let me go ahead and jump in and show you 3 things you can do to set your company above your competition. So first thing I want to go over is content. Content is basically everything on your front page here. So most business owners, they understand the importance of content on their front page, but they're not really sure how much content or what type of content that they really need to get ranked in Google. So I copied all your words here on your front page and I put it in a word counter. I know you're probably thinking, what the heck is that about? But Google, they like to see at least 1,500 words of really high authoritative content, keyword rich content on a front page. So what is a keyword, and specifically a buyer intent keyword? And these are the keywords that people are searching for when they're actively looking for your services online. So I put you in the word counter. You guys are showing up for 814 words, which is not bad. I mean, just a little bit more effort and you can get up over that 1,500 word count, right? So I've got a tool here that I pay. It's a couple $100 a month, but it's worth it. It gives me a behind the scenes view of what Google uses to actually rank websites on their search engine page. So in the past 30 days, you all's website was found for 3 keywords, but it wasn't clicked at all, right? So I found your number one competitor, Allison Fence Company, for the Charlotte market, and I went ahead and put them in this tool as well. And over the past 30 days, sorry, usually this is a lot quicker, but it's not wanting to be quick right now. Well, we will revisit this. So let's look at your keywords that you were found for. So you were found for Premier Fence Fort Mill, fence lines, and vinyl fence contractor Spartanburg. So that's why you weren't clicked on, because those aren't buyer intent for the areas, maybe Fort Mill or Spartanburg, South Carolina. My sister lives there. Okay, well, let's go ahead and refresh. I'm sorry this is taking so long. Should have had this up already on this page. I don't know why it's giving me trouble. All right. Okay, there we go. So I'm sorry about that. So in the past 30 days, they were found their website, Allison Fence, was found for 94 keywords, and they were clicked on over 500 times because of that. And they're getting all that traffic because they're number one in Google. So what we do as we go in, we look at the keywords that they're being found for. So fence company Charlotte NC was a search term that was searched 200 times in the past 30 days, and their site was clicked on 77 times for that term alone, right? They were also clicked on for a lot of these other terms, but we want to focus on Charlotte NC or anything else, like any of these other locations, because if there's not a location behind it, it's open for search, like people searching from across the country, sometimes across the globe, right? So we want to find out all these, and I tallied up just the North Carolina buyer intent keyword phrases, and it added up to 1,520 searches, right? So this is why it's important to get these on your website, so Google will know to pull you up on that. So we'd get these and we'd put them up on your site. That way you would be found for them, and Google will pull you up. But it's not enough just to have those once. we'd find out how many times they have them on their site. So if they have them on once or twice, we put them on your site like 3 or 4 times. That way you're dominating in that content department. So next I want to go over citations. Now, when people search these terms like this fence company, Charlotte NC, that's the one that had 200 a search query for the past 30 days. Studies have shown that 45% of people that are searching for whatever term is up here are going to be clicking on one of these businesses in this section. This section is called the Map Pack, and this has everything to do with your Google business profile. A lot of people, they think that it's reviews that get them ranked up there. Now, if that was the case, QC Fence Contractors would not be number one. They do have a good rating here at 4.9. Pretty good amount, 109 reviews. But look, Superior Fence has 616. They should be number one if it was reviews. So it's not reviews. It's not pretty pictures on your Google business profile. It has everything to do with citations. QC Fence Contractors has more citations than anybody else in the industry in the Charlotte market. So, what is a citation? A citation is your business's name, address, and phone number shown consistently on directories online. Directories such as Yelp, Angie, Yellow Pages, Facebook, even. And to get into this top, you want to be in at least 300 to 400 directories. We have access to tools that will actually show us what and how many citations each of these businesses have. So what we do is we go into QC Fence Contractors, see what and how many citations they have, and we would match those and get them for you. So if they had like 250, we would give you, like I said, between 300 and 400. That will get you in the top of this list here. And like I said, 45% of people are clicking on one of these. So that's like 15% each, with more of that percentage going to the top one here. Now we come to the real moneymaker, and that is underneath the Map Pack here. This is Google's organic search results listing. And the number one spot here alone will get 40%, whereas this is splitting up to 45%. Alone, this is getting 40% of clicks. People searching for whatever term, number one spot, 40%. Backlinks are the main driver here. So what are backlinks? It's other relevant websites linking back to your website. It's kind of like online referrals, okay? And the more relevant that site that is linking back to you, the better. For example, let's say you have a local blog page or a popular industry site linking back to you. This is what's going to help push you up in the rankings. However, since you're a fencing company, if you have a company like McDonald's linking back to you, that's really no good. Why is that no good? Because you guys don't sell burgers. So let's go ahead and revisit this tool that I was showing you earlier. Now, this is pretty good here, because the number one spot, the number one Allison Fence, they are showing 130 active backlinks linking back to their site right now. And that's really good, because sometimes these sites that are in the top spot have thousands of backlinks. They have 130, so this is easily beatable. So let's look at you and what you guys have right now. So you guys actively have 23. So, I mean, that's not much, but like I said, your competition does not have much. So in the backlinks, it's easy. We can actually go into their backlinks. This is how easy this is. It's not like a magic trick. We can go, and of course, it's going to take a while. But anyway, it would list, and it will eventually list the backlinks they have, and we could go in here and match their backlinks. And we wouldn't do that with just the number one spot. We would do it with the top 3 to 5 spots. We would go into all of these, go into this tool, look at all their backlinks, and go out and get those backlinks for you. See these ones that say spam? We don't want those. Those are actually counterproductive. They're actually hurting their site, but they've got more of the really good backlinks that are pushing them up. So you go out, get them from the top 5 spots. That's going to put you in that number 1 spot. That's going to get you all that traffic. That 511 that they got this month, or 517, that would be your traffic. So I just want you to understand at this point, getting more high quality jobs out online to outrank your competition and showing the Charlotte market that you guys are the authority when it comes to these services in that area. Like I said, it's not magic and it's not luck. It's literally just a method. But I'm sure you probably don't really care that much about more website traffic particularly. You just care about getting more high quality jobs booked, right? So growing the company, maybe getting some more family time. So let me show you what this means for your bottom line by actually getting this done. So I did a little bit of research. Let's clear this. And 1520, remember I said earlier there was 1,520 people searching for fencing services in just the Charlotte market in the past 30 days. So let's do some really conservative math here, and let's just say only 5% of that traffic. Oh, not that. That's 50. 1520. I'm sorry. 1520 times 0.05 is convertible, right? So that's 76 potential book jobs more for your company every month, all right? So let's even be more conservative and say only 40% of those close. That's 30 more jobs booked for your company on a monthly basis. I mean, what would this mean for your company? Would it mean hiring more people? But more importantly, what would it mean if you didn't do anything? Where would you guys see yourself in 6 months from now? So, like I said earlier, this isn't magic. It's not luck. It's not some pie in the sky thing. This is exactly what happens when fencing guys get their online presence done correctly. All right. So let's just recap what we covered today. The first thing is going to be content. So you want at least 1,500 words on your front page with the right amount of keywords. The second thing is going to be citations, right? So you want to be in at least 300 to 400 directories to rank above your competition. And lastly, it's going to be backlinks, meaning you need more relevant websites linking back to your site to show Google and Charlotte that you guys are the authority when it comes to fencing companies. So there's no doubt if you implement this, you will be number one. Now, you like I said earlier, you can take this free blueprint and you can tackle it yourself. That is totally cool with me. Or if you want to take the most effective route and save yourself some time, you can just book a discovery call with me. Again, my name's Steven. I live right here in North Carolina. You can just reply back to this email, or you could just give me a call at 910-551-2006. But at the very least, I hope this was educational for y'all. And I showed you a few things you can go ahead and implement right now to start claiming more high quality jobs and outrank your competition. At the very least, I just ask that y'all give me some feedback on this video. Let me know how I did. But other than that, I really hope you have a good rest of your day. Thank you for your time. Bye bye.